name is Eric Fawcett, coming to you from Canada. We are super excited again once this week on Tuesday evening to join you all in this team training. But tonight we have something very, very special for you. As you know, we all have been working hard on showing you and training you on the building depth system. And that is the system that we are building with in 2020 and beyond. It's the system where we're using the 5 basic principles to build our organization, showing 15 presentations a month, attending as many events as you can, doing what you always say you're going to do, stay always in control of your business, and promote and repeat. Well, tonight we are going to add another segment to our training. And this next system that you're going to learn about tonight is something that is very exciting. You know that I've been talking a lot about personal depth and personal growth, as I have personally dug into it a lot in the last year. And what we're going to show you tonight is a system that you as well can dig into personal growth and personal development right from your home, right from your computer or your phone. We have partnered up with a gentleman by the name of Mr. Stephen Gregg. Stephen is a 30-year veteran in the network marketing and direct sales industry. He is a 7-figure earner. He's built multiple million-dollar organizations. And in the last 10 years, he has been doing personal one-on-one coaching. As you well know, that personal one-on-one coaching with a validated mentor coach is very expensive. Well, in the last 6 months, Stephen has developed his program and has come out with a new vision to train the masses in this industry. As you well know, most people in this industry have a hard time succeeding. Part of that is they do not have a system that they can develop with in personal growth and personal development. Well, I'm going to turn it over right now to Stephen Gregg.
All right, thank you very much, Eric. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen really fast so everyone can see it, and then you can still see me. Give me a second here. All right. Well, first of all, Eric, I want to thank you, man, for giving me the opportunity to be here in front of your team. That's a sign of an amazing leader, because I deal with a lot of leaders in this industry, a lot of owners of companies. I'm afraid to allow outside people that are not part of the company to be involved in the company and train and things like that. But when you have a leader like Eric and he is committed, even driving down the freeway to pull over with a laptop to show the plan, to do the training, or whatever it's going to take, that's the kind of guy you want to work with. And so I super appreciate you, Eric, for giving me the opportunity to serve you, to be here tonight for you and your team. And so today I'm going to be going through something that is powerful. It's probably one of the most powerful things this industry has ever seen. And that's a pretty bold statement, but you're going to see why in a minute of what I'm about to share with you that doesn't exist anywhere else. And I'm going to be giving you some very specific techniques and some tips on how to duplicate yourself and grow a worldwide team. Because I know you guys are in multiple countries and you have the ability to grow the business with a worldwide team or to a worldwide team. But there's some things that need to be in place to make that happen. And I want to say something, Eric, because Eric was saying something very powerful. He was saying that my training has been motivational and inspirational and personal development. And I appreciate that, because I don't even consider myself as a motivational or personal development trainer. Actually, I teach technique. I teach skill and technique. But one thing that I can say is when you learn the skills and you learn the technique, it's very motivational and you personally grow because of it. So I guess it all ties together, right? So this is absolutely going to be something. I'm going to give you some tips and some techniques today. And let me tell you I'm going to go ahead and get the elephant right out of the closet right up front. Because a lot of people, when they do trainings like this or they do free webinars, at the end they're waiting for the big ticket. Okay, there's $2,000 package. Come down and come buy my seminar or my coaching program, right? Well, I'm going to get the elephant out right up front. There is no big sale at the end. My coaching academy is free. Like Eric said, I'm becoming the mentor for the masses. And I'm training people all around this world and giving every single person in the world that wants to be trained by me the ability to do so. So put your wallets away. Don't worry about all that right now. There's no big sale at the end or anything like that. So I just want you to know that right up front. So I'm going to go ahead and just really quick, Eric, if you don't mind, just tell them a little bit about my background so they can know who I am and what I've done. Just briefly, 5 minutes or so. So I've been in network marketing 30 years, 32 years to be exact. And I worked in car sales. So I sold cars for 4 years. I sold timeshares. I did that. I worked at Family Fitness, which was now 24-hour fitness. So I worked there for years. I did door-to-door advertising. So I did a lot of outside sales door-to-door. And then I also worked for the company called Aflac. You guys may know that company on TV with the duck. I did Aflac for 4 years and did very, very well there. I became a real estate investor about 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago, and bought about 30 houses, not using any money or any credit. Did really well in that business. And then I sold a product called DermaShield. I sold, diet cookies. And I've been in many, many, many network marketing companies over the years, probably over 30 network marketing companies looking for the right one. Now, during that time period, I was going through a lot of challenges because I thought it was the company's problem. The reason why I wasn't building any of them, it was really because of me. I had all kinds of character issues. I had big time problems. I failed my first 12 years in network marketing. I failed big time to the point where I was about $70,000 in debt 12 years later after starting. But what happened is I had a big dream that I believed in. I had this dream of this thing called I Can Centers, and I had watched this video called Countering Conspiracy to Destroy Black Boys. And when I watched that video, it made impact on me. As a matter of fact, I actually have the video right here, as a matter of fact, because I actually did a training on it earlier today. But just so you know, I went through that process because I had this big dream that I wanted to really make impact in the world. And so I had a problem though. My mindset was off. I didn't have the right mindset. I didn't have the skills. I didn't know how to talk to people. I used to be very shy and insecure. I had no family around me. I had no friend support. I had no church member supports. I had no nothing. I had nobody that would believe in me. I had no money, no education either. So because of that, I was not coachable either. That was another big problem. People would try to teach me and coach me, and I wasn't coachable. I knew everything. And I wasn't willing to invest in myself. So when you add all that up together, it's not a good combination, starting off as an entrepreneur. So that's where I was. And I failed for a long time, for about 12 years. And so I went through the school. Anybody can relate? I went through school, Hard Knocks. It's a very expensive school, too, that I think about it. It's probably one of the most expensive schools in the world. I went to that one for years, and I got a PhD in it. I was so good at that school, I got a PhD, which basically is a public high school diploma. That's it. But I tell you what, I learned how to build this business. I learned network marketing, and the reason why is because I made a decision to become different. So later on, I made a decision. I got a mentor. When I was at Aflac, he actually mentored me, and he started believing in me, and he allowed me to do training in his office. And so I started learning the skill sets of how to train and lead people. And then I hired a coach named RV Robinson. RV is amazing. Still today, we're good friends. She taught me how to speak. She taught me how to convey my message and attract my ideal client to me so they want to do business with me. And then I also learned from the best people in network marketing and direct sales, one guy named Chris McGarrahan. Chris took me by the hand and he walked me through and step by step and taught me everything it took to build a duplicatable system in network marketing. And then he partnered with a guy named Kevin Trudeau. I don't know if you guys remember him. He was the infomercial king. He did $5 billion in business, and he developed a duplicatable system back then that all of us were on. We had tapes, books, and functions, and we had this duplicatable system in place. And I learned, and I started learning the skill sets of what it took to, be successful. And then, of course, I developed a relationship with God, and that absolutely changed my character. I started to become different. I started to become a different person inside. And then I went to Aflac at that time in 2000, and I became a manager or a regional manager and broke all kinds of records. I was one of the top people in Aflac for 4 years. And then after that, I went to a real estate investment company, and it was called Nouveau Riche, and it was a $20,000 product. And this is where things started to really turn around. I learned how to close people at a $20,000 level. So I would go networking, meet someone today, and the next day they were giving me a credit card for 20 grand. The only way that's possible is you have to have a system. So what I did is I took the system that Chris and Kevin Trudeau had created, and I duplicated that through Aflac. I duplicated it through Nouveau Riche, and that's how I was able to grow the fastest growing organization in the entire country at $20,000 a sale. So I had the fastest team, and people all over the country would fly to my office, and they would try to learn, how the heck are you doing this? And our team was amazing. I mean, I created so many millionaires that came out of that office that are now millionaires today, or six-figure income earners in whatever they're doing. And then I took that system and I decided, that company went out of business in 2010 or 11 or so. And I decided from that point on, I'm done with network marketing. I'm going to build my own business because now I have something unique. I have a system that can duplicate and pop out successful people if they just go through the process. So for about 9 years, I was trying to put the system together, and I ran into roadblocks. So I created my own company called Business Sales Expert, and that's a sales and marketing company online, which I teach people, and that's where me and Eric met. I was coaching companies, and I think I met him in a company that I was coaching out of Canada years ago, and I met him and Steve and a few other people at that time. But then something happened. I decided, this one-on-one coaching is great. I'm making an impact with each person, because each person I coached, they went off and did something in their own business, and they learned some techniques from me. But I said, I want to do something bigger than that, because I still had that dream of these big ICANN centers, these big community centers, to be able to help people all around the world. So I want to do something bigger. So what I did was I created a company called Business Sales Academy, which is a sales and marketing training academy to be able to help the world. And I'll explain more in detail on that. And that's kind of what I have today, and you're going to see part of that today. So this is kind of how I got there. And since then, I trained over 20,000 people in network marketing all the way around the world, in different places around the world. And that's exponentially right now. I'm going to have to change that number pretty quick here. And so I train a lot of people, and I teach them everything from the basics all the way to closing, all the way to, becoming a leader and leading people. And so I want to talk about my why real quick, just so you can know a little bit more about me. This is my why. I also run an online ministry. I teach the Word of God to pastors in India and Africa. My website, this is my wife, Jamie, my daughter, my son, Maddox, and we lead a ministry online called Saved by Truth Ministry, and that's our website. And then these are some of the people we lead. We lead over 500 pastors in India and Africa, and this is them. This is me on the screen, just like I'm doing with you, with the same exact backdrop. And I'm teaching them the Word of God, and I teach these pastors, and they are honoring God. And these children, we have over 200 orphans that we serve, and a lot of the money that I earn goes towards this. So this is my why. This is why I do what I do and why I decided. And these are some of the pastors that I lead. So I just wanted to let you know that. And then these are some of the people that I worked with over the years, some of them, just a few. But this is Mercedes and Matt. Each one of those were individuals, but now they're together. Mercedes and Matt, they run a multi-million-dollar real estate business because they were in that real estate business back then. Jay actually came out, same thing. I trained him. He's now a multi-millionaire. He owns, you can look at their websites yourself if you want. But Jay, we're great friends, and I helped him along as well to grow his thinking and his skill set. And then this is Alba O'Neill. Alba O'Neill's a fitness instructor now, and she's doing phenomenal. And Nigel, he runs a network marketing company. I came in and implemented my entire training system in his business. And so now his business is doing great. And then this is Clinton and his wife, Naomi. He's now a public speaker, a motivational speaker. And back then, he went through probably 30 of my trainings, and he did really, really well. And that's just a few, but there's many, many others. So I just wanted to let you know that and let you know a little bit about me before I get into the training. And here's why, because you got to have a big why. See, I have a gigantic why. And if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not your why. So you got to have a big why, a reason why you're building this business. And I have a massive reason why I'm building this business. And you're going to see that as we get going through this too. So who is this training for? Let me kind of run through that real quick. It's for people that are new. If you're new to network marketing, this training call is going to be great for you because it'll teach you the confidence of what it takes to get the results that you want. Number two, if you have a team. So if you have a team of people that want to grow like Eric does, and they want to, they're a little bit frustrated sometimes because some people are stagnant. Now, not all of you aren't stagnant, of course, but there's a lot of people that are stagnant in network marketing that aren't doing anything. And it's really because they don't know what to do or how to do it. So there's systems in place that can help them learn how to build their business. Also, if you have a team and maybe you want to produce more leaders, and that's where Eric is. He wants to help all of you become top leaders because one, it helps you build your business. And then of course it helps build his business. We're all in it to help each other. So that's the reason why you should be on this type of training. And then also if you want to be a 6-figure or a 7-figure or even an 8-figure income earner, this training is specifically for you. And most importantly, you got to have a great attitude. Be positive and believe in yourself and your future, and you're willing to invest in time in the most important asset, which is yourself. If you notice, I didn't say invest a bunch of money because there's no big investment to invest, but you do got to invest time. If you want to be successful, it takes time to learn it. So this is one of the things I want to share with you. I'm going to start getting into the training now. Part of it is that this is how you make change in your life. If you want things in your life to change, you're going to have to change things in your life. And I know that's a pretty bold statement, but let's talk about what it is that you have to change. There's two things. Number one, you have to change your thinking and you have to change your actions. See, if you want things in your life to change, that's what you got to do. You got to change your thinking, because what you think about and the way you process information has got you right to where you are today. If you want something different, your thinking's got to change. And what you do has got you to where you are right now. And if you're not happy where you are right now financially or where you are in your business, then your thinking has to change and what you do has to change. You guys have all heard this saying before, right? Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. You guys heard that before? It's insanity, right? Right. Well, I got one better for you. Here's my profound statement, is that being the same person over and over and over and expecting a different result is even more insane. See, that's one of the things I had to learn when I was young, that, I was trying to work hard. I put on a suit during the day, go work hard, but you know what? I was the same person and I got the same results until I had to become different. So this is one of the things that I learned, is that if you want something different, you have to become someone different. So that's one of the things that it takes to make it, is you have to make a decision to become different. So let me talk about the 4 reasons why people fail in network marketing. The reason why people fail, and then I'm going to give you the solutions to this problem. Number one is they don't know what to do. Bottom line is, if people join this business, they join with a good heart because they really want to build a business. They want to go do something. They just don't know what to do because there's so much noise in network marketing. There's so much information, so many training systems, so many coaches and mentors out there. They don't know what to do. It's just confusing. That's the first reason they fail. The second reason, they don't know how to do it. Even if you teach you what to do, it's a process to learn. So you got to know what to do and how to do it. And the third reason is they don't have a big why. They don't have a big dream. They have goals, but not a big dream. They don't have something that's burning inside that keeps them going, something that makes them hungry. And they don't want to invest in. They don't want to invest time in themselves, and they definitely don't want to invest money in themselves. The people that are successful, the people that do achieve much, it's because they do these things. They do all of these things. So those are the reasons why people fail in network marketing. Here's another profound statement I want to give you. Sales education doesn't cost, it pays. Ignorance is expensive. Not knowing what to do and how to do it, that's what's costing you your dreams. You see, ignorance is what's expensive. It's not education. Knowledge is not expensive. It's not knowing what to do is what's expensive. And so it's so important that you convey this message to your new people of what's expensive, of what costs them, of what's costing them their dreams and their goals. So one of the things I want to talk about today is what you have to do to build this business. Number one, you got to make a decision to become a pro. If you're going to build this business, if you want to make 6 figures, if you want to make 7 figures or 8 figures in network marketing, the way you got to do is you got to become a pro. Here's why: because pros make money in network marketing, amateurs make excuses. They come up with all the reasons why network marketing doesn't work. Oh, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too black, I'm too blonde, I'm too brunette, I'm too fat, I'm too skinny, I can't do it because of this part. I live in this part of the country, this president doesn't want this, and any excuse will do. They make up a reason why. My past history, my background, my father never had success. I was a beat up kid, or anything, any reason. See, pros make decisions, say, hey, because of all those things, I'm going to succeed. That's what a pro does. Pros make money. Bottom line, amateurs don't. So if you want to make money in network marketing, you got to make a decision to become a pro. Now let me give you the acronym for the word pro. The word pro is an acronym that I created. So what does it take to become a pro? Because one thing I do when I train, I don't just teach what and why and then the how you got to buy later. I give you the how right up front. So I'm going to tell you right now what the definition of the word pro means. Here it is. If you want to become a pro, the number one quality it takes to become a pro is practice. Think about it. You think of any basketball player, you think of any golfer, you think of any sports figure. The thing that separates the pros from the amateurs is that they've mastered the basics. They practice the fundamentals of their business. They don't know all the advanced techniques. You know what they know? They know how to dribble the ball. They know how to shoot free throws. They know how to pass. They know how to jump. That's it. They master that. They get the fundamentals down. They don't master doing double dockings, back flips and backflip. They don't master all that. They might get it down the road. That's the advanced techniques. Same thing in business and network marketing. If you want to succeed, you got to practice the basics of the business. Now, today I'm going to teach you what those basics are. The second thing you have to do is you got to become responsible for your success or your lack of success. See, a lot of people that are amateurs, they blame their upline. Oh, I don't have good upline support, or I don't know what to do here. I can't do that, and they blame. Versus a pro says, well, you know what? I'm not good at this. Therefore, let me go figure it out. Perfect example. Eric's a great example of a pro. He said, you know what? I don't know everything. We have a great system. We have great apps. We have great products. We have great leadership. But you know what? We don't have everything. So let me go outside of our walls, think outside the box, and bring in someone that knows more than me. And that's why he brought this academy to you guys. Because the pro takes responsibility for his business. And I remember when he didn't know how to sponsor anyone. Now he's a top producer because of that, because he understood that he made a decision years ago to be a pro. The third quality is optimistic. They can see the future. They can see their success way before it happens. Tell you a little story about that. Walt Disney, and you guys know Disney World. Well, Walt Disney died 5 years before Disney World was ever built. And these two ladies were sitting at work one day at Disney World, and they were talking. One of the ladies said, man, it's too bad Walt never got a chance to see Disney World before it was built. And the other lady said, oh, yes, he did see it. That's why it's here. See, he had vision for his future. Do you have vision for your future? Do you have vision that you are going to be a pro? Or you want to do what it takes to make it happen? See, that's what it takes to become a pro. They have to see it way before it happens. You guys ever heard this saying before? Practice makes perfect? You've heard that before? Nod your head. Heard that before, right? Well, it's a lie. Practice does not make you perfect. Perfect practice makes you perfect, right? You got to practice the right stuff, right? Perfect practice. Well, that's a lie too. Perfect practice does not make you perfect. And here's why. Because you'll never be perfect. No matter what you do, no matter how much you practice, you'll never be perfect. There'll be one man who walks this earth who's ever been perfect, and you ain't him. And you'll never be him. So because of that, there's no need to be perfect. See, thinking about being perfect, this is a big problem in network marketing. People say, I can't go show the plan until I'm perfect. I can't go make a presentation until I'm perfect. I can't go talk to anyone until I got all my scripts down until I'm perfect. I can't make a phone call until I'm perfect. Well, guess what? You'll never be perfect. So you got to go do it. Practice does not make you perfect. Practice just makes you better. That's it. And that's all you're trying to do is get better. You just need to be better than you are today. And that's how you get better. You get better by practicing over and over and over and over. See, imagine this. Imagine you decided the scripts that you guys have learned and the scripts that you're going to learn in the academy. Imagine if you started using these things and you got 1% better every day. And so in 7 days, you're 7% better than you are today. And you practice the techniques I teach you, and you practice them over and over and over again as a group, as a team, and you practice them in 30 days, you'll be 30% better than you are today. And let's say you practice them for 100 days. I'm going to commit for 100 days. 100 days from now, you'll be 100% better than you are today. Think about your income. What would your income look like if you knew the basics of the business 100% better than what you do right now? It's going to be exponential. It doesn't grow double. It grows exponential. You understand? And imagine if you got everybody in your team to become 100% better. That's why Eric has this training here for you, so you guys can master the basics, so you can all grow together and you can all become better at the business. So one of the things I want to talk about quick is what I've invented. I've invented the formula for success in direct sales and network marketing. I know that's a pretty bold statement, so I'm going to have to prove it now. I know that. So let me tell you what the formula is, the proven formula. It's really simple. This is what it takes to make it. It's called 3C equals M squared. This is the proven formula for success in network. I know it's kind of like E equals MC squared, you know, the theory of relativity, even though that's just a theory. This is actually a proven formula for success. So let me prove this to you right now. This is the formula. Here it is. If you want to be successful in network marketing, you got to become 3 C's. Let me tell you what the 3 C's are. Number one, the first C you have to become is competent. Think about it. How could you possibly become successful at anything if you're not competent at it. Think about that. Imagine if you decided you wanted to go work at McDonald's. And that was your ultimate goal. You wanted to work at McDonald's, and you're going to be there working at McDonald's, right? And you go in for the first day, and the first day they say, okay, this is what we're going to do. I want you to be on the hamburgers. You're going to be on the hamburgers. You got to make the hamburgers. You got to turn on the stove and get it all done. Okay, so come in, use your robe, get your robe on, and go over to the hamburger machine and start doing it. And then you're going to work the register. Then you're going to work on the fries. Okay, go ahead and start it. I got to go sign somebody else up and somebody else. You guys go ahead and figure it out. Talk to you later. That's what happens in network marketing. Sign somebody up and think they're going to go figure it out. Right? And then they go into McDonald's. So now you're working at McDonald's and you're doing it for a day or two. You're trying to figure this thing out. You're burning hamburgers. You're giving the wrong change. Don't know how to open up the register. People get mad at you, right? Then what's going to end up happening? After 3 or 4 days, you're not going to come back and you're going to say, oh, McDonald's doesn't work. No, it's not that McDonald's didn't work. You just weren't competent at the basics. They didn't train you. They didn't have a duplicatable system in place to teach you how to build your business. So you want to mute this out, Eric, somebody that just unmuted themselves. So it's very important that you got to become competent. And there's 2 things that you want to be competent at. It's called the 10 steps for success. There's 10 steps that it takes to build a successful network marketing business. The first 3 are called the foundation. So I'm going to teach you what these are. The foundation, the second part of is called the workflow. The 7 steps are called the 7 money-making activities. There's 2 parts to make a successful network marketing. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this 10 steps, I didn't even do this. I just perfected it. One of the guys, the biggest network marketer in the world, his name is Dexter Yeager. He ran a company called Amway. I don't know if you guys have heard of that small company, but he was the biggest distributor for 30 or 40 years in the entire world. He created a system. And that's why they're so big still to this day, because they mastered a system called 10 Steps for Success. Well, Kevin taught it to me years ago. And when he taught it to me, I put my experience and my techniques of teaching it to the masses in a very systematic way. So this foundation is not a theory, it's not a concept, it's proven. What I'm going to do is teach you how this works. The foundation. It's kind of like building a skyscraper. If you want to build a skyscraper, what's the first thing you got to do? You got to dig a hole. And in that hole, what do you got to do? You got to pull out the dirt. You got to pull out the rebar. You got to pull out all the junk in the hole. See, and then you got to fill the hole with concrete, making a nice, solid foundation before you start building a skyscraper on it. See, and that's one of the things in network marketing we don't do. We just kind of throw people out there and just figure it out. And then you wonder why 97% of the people fail. Well, it's because there's no foundation built. So here's the parts of the foundation. The first one is you got to define your dreams and get a burning desire to achieve them. Number 2 is you got to make some commitments to the business. And number 3, you got to use the product and become a product of the product. That's the foundation. So when you bring someone into the business, they got to get those things down, because that's what sticks them to the business. So that when the rains come and the torrential rains come and the winds come and everything, they don't fall like a great crash. They don't get beat up by their family or friends when they say no, because they have a big dream that they believe in. They have a burning desire like I did for years. That's why I stuck with it so long, because I had a dream so big, nothing could shake it. And so you got to help them develop that dream. You got to help them make commitments to the business. They got to be committed to the business. Then they also got to use the product and become a product of the product, so their belief goes up about the product. That's the foundation steps. The second part are the workflow. These are the 7 steps of the workflow. There's 2 parts of it. There's non-money-making activities, and there are money-making activities. First of all, before I get into the money-making activities, I want to talk about what the non-money-making activities are, because a lot of people don't know the difference, and a lot of people are just doing non-money-making activities thinking they're money-making activities. So let me just tell you what these non-money-making activities are, and you can see if you dwell in a lot of these. Number 1 is training and coaching. In other words, you go to seminar after seminar, you're on a webinar, you're on watching videos, you're always in learn mode. Training and coaching, even this coaching call today, is a non-money-making activity. Talking to people. You know, in network marketing, that's one of the first things they do. Okay, go talk to people. You know what? You go meet some people, they're talking to people, talking to people, talking to people. And then they don't sponsor anyone in the business, but they're talking to people. See, talking to people is a non-money-making activity. Using the products is important. It's a foundational principle, but it's still a non-money-making activity. Attending networking events. For most people, it's a non-money-making activity, and you'll learn why in a minute. The next one, talking to your upline. or mentoring with your upline, social with your downline, and getting together and rah, and have all this fun stuff. That's all great, Daddy, but it's still a non-money making activity. Attending your events without guests, attending trainings without guests, attending your Super Saturdays and your webinars without guests, because you're coming there to learn. You want to hear it over and over. It's important to do, but it's still a non-money making activity. Attending national conventions and your weekend conventions and your Super Saturdays and your quarterly events and all those types of events, mandatory. In my opinion, everyone should always go to a big event. But guess what? It's still a non-money making activity. Reading the comp plan. This is a big one. I talk about this one a lot because people always say, oh, I need to read the comp plan. Oh, people brand new in network marketing. I need to read the comp plan before I can be successful. And I say, no, you don't. You don't need to know the comp plan. Yes, I do. I need to understand the comp plan. And I said, well, let me tell you how the comp plan works. It's really simple. The comp plan is going to work the exact same way, whether if you understand it or if you don't. If you go sponsor someone in the business. You don't need to know the comp plan to make money in the business. Go do the work. The comp plan will pay you. The computers know the comp plan. You don't need to know it. You just need to go build a business. And I can help you do that. So I help people, but people reading the comp plan and figuring it out never make any money in the business. The next one is looking at your business card and looking at your lead list. Analyzing your cards and sorting them out and all that stuff. It's non-money making. Doing your dream board, writing your goals, creating sales funnels, creating marketing materials. All those things are important, but they're still non-money making activities. And just so you know, this is not an exhaustive list. Network marketers, we didn't even add social media posting and all the other stuff that you could be doing all day long that wastes time and then 6 months later, you're so exhausted from building the business, but you haven't built any team. Well, the reason why is because those are all non-money making activities. They're important. A lot of them are important to do, but they're not money making. So now what I want to do is teach you what the money making activities are, because that's what I focus on. I teach people these money making activities so you know exactly what to do, and I teach you how to do them so you can become a six-figure income earner. The number one money making activity you got to master and you got to become competent at is generating leads. If you don't generate leads, you're out of business. If you're out of leads, you're out of business. So generating leads is number one. Number two is you got to convert leads into prospects. Now I'm going to ask, and you guys write it on your paper if you know the definition. What is the definition between a lead and a prospect? When I ask this question, I ask the question almost every time I do a presentation, and almost nobody knows the answer. The difference between a lead and a prospect. Very few. Let me just give you the answer. This right here is a $1 million technique just alone, just knowing this difference. There's almost no trainers to this. A lead is simply name and contact information, nothing more and nothing less. You may not know them, they may not know you. If you open up your cell phone, you got hundreds of leads in there. If you open up your LinkedIn, you got hundreds of leads in there. If you open up your Facebook, you might have thousands of leads in there. Their contact information, if you have their instant message, if you have their email, if you have their phone number, they're a lead. Simple. You can go buy a lead list. You can Google names and phone numbers and get names and numbers. Those are just leads. You're no closer to a sale with a lead, but it's impossible to make a sale without one. So leads generation is so important, but you got to know the difference between a lead and a prospect. Now, let me give you the definition of a prospect. A prospect, by the way, write this down word for word. A prospect is someone you've spoken to or communicated with that is open to learning more about what you do. Let me say it one more time. A prospect is someone you've spoken to or communicated with that is open to learning more about what you do. I didn't say they're interested in what you do. I said they're open to learning more. It's your job to help them make the decision to do business with you. But you got to find an open person. And that's what I teach you how to do, is I teach you how to generate the lead and convert the lead to a prospect. And that's through technique. And I teach that technique in the academy. But you got to learn how to generate the lead and convert the lead to a prospect. And this is why, because most people are running around all day long chasing leads because they don't know the difference between a lead and a prospect. So they're making presentations to the wrong people. I only make presentations to prospects. That's why I have 80 to 90% yes ratio, because I only make presentations to people that want to do business with me. So learning how to convert leads to prospects is so important. The third money-making activity you got to master is making effective invitations. How to invite people to see what you do. And you got to invite them to see what you do, and then you got to get them to say yes and show up. That's a three-part process. You got to know how to invite them. You got to know how to get them to say, yes, I'll come, and show up. Because what if you invited 1,000 people to your meeting? How much money would you make? The answer, nothing. You make no money. If you invited 100 people to a meeting and none of them show up, so just learning how to invite is what is being taught most of the time. Here's a script and just invite, but they never teach you how to get them to say yes and actually show up. That's a talent, that's a skill set you got to learn, and we go through that in great detail. The fourth money-making activity you got to master is making effective presentations. You got to know how to make a presentation, and I call it STP, showing the plan. You got to know how to show the plan. The reason why is, write this sentence down. This is a powerful statement for you. Your income is in direct proportion to the number of times you show the plan. So the more times you show the plan, make the presentation, the more opportunities you have to get them to join your business. So your goal should be, how many times can I show the plan every week? I recommend minimum 5 times a week. If you show the plan 5 times a week, you get 1 to 3 people a week in your business if you're effective at it. So showing the plan is the next money-making activity. Next one is follow-up and closing and asking for money. Anybody saying the fortune's in the follow-up? Have you ever heard that before? Fortune's in the follow-up? Yeah? Okay. Well, let me just tell you right now, that's a lie too. Fortune's not in the follow-up. I train network marketers all over the world, and guess what they do all day long? Follow up and follow up and follow up and follow up, and people never join the business. See, because the fortune is not in the follow-up. The fortune is in the closing and asking for the money. See, if you don't know how to close and ask for the money, they're not going to give you the money. They're not going to give you their credit card. So it's a technique. You got to know how to ask for the order, and most people don't know how to ask for the order. So if you don't know how to ask for the order, they're not going to join your business, and that's going to duplicate throughout your team. So whatever you do is going to duplicate, good or bad. So if you don't know how to ask for the order, then your people that you bring in probably aren't going to know how to ask for the order. And then your business will be stagnant and won't grow. So follow up, closing, and ask for the money is the 5th money-making activity you got to master. Number 6, you got to get your new distributors started right. And that means started correctly. See, there's 2 ways to get people started. You can get them started right, or you can get them started wrong. Let me give you the way started wrong looks like, so you guys can get paint a picture of this. You need a person started wrong looks like this. You sign them up, you say, okay, here's a copy of the comp plan, here's the back office, here's the product line, start taking all the products, here's the script that I use, go tell it to all your friends and family, invite them to the meeting. Attaboy, go get them, I'll talk to you later, I gotta go help somebody else, sign somebody else up. Sound familiar? That's what happens a lot of times in our industry, right? That's putting people on the how to get it wrong, right? So what you want to do is you want to get them started right. And there's a strategy and there's a system to get people started right. We teach you the exact step-by-step formula to get people started correctly so your business can duplicate. And then the 7th money-making activity is you got to plug them into your duplicatable trading system. Let me give you a challenge. Marketing, there's a lot of great companies out there, and your company is one of the great ones out there, to tell you the truth. One of the great companies out there, and there's a lot of people that have training systems. Here's the problem. You get so many people that want to create their own training system. So you bring in 2 or 3 people, then you find a leader, they create a training system. Then they bring in 3 people, they want to create a training system. They see they get 46 different training lines. Well, which one do you do? I don't know, because they tell me to do this, they tell me to do this. You go to the Super Saturday, you got 14 different trainers, all training different. See, what ends up have too much information. The history of network marketing, has there been one training system where everyone can learn the basics of the business? Now, of course, you take it and put it into your company, and it becomes your system. That's never happened before until now. So that's the first C of the 3 C's. You got to become competent at those money-making activities. Number 2, then you got to become confident. The way you become more confident is you become more competent. The more competent you are, the more confident you'll be, and the way you'll be attracting your ideal clients. I remember having a conversation with Eric years ago, and he used to tell me to attract his ideal clients because he wasn't confident. He wasn't confident what he was doing. That was because he wasn't competent. We raised his competency, his confidence became there, and now he has top coming to him, flying into town to come do business with him, bringing whole organizations. Why? Because he became the man. That's why he became competent, and his confidence grew. And that was because he started to be consistent, which is the 3rd C. You have to be consistent. You got to do the right things long enough consistently. And I've seen Eric through, I mean, I've been through businesses trying to put this training system together. I've talked to Eric many times. He's been consistent, staying forth. Steve too, consistent. Plugging away, mastering the basics. Because this is the basics, he became 3C, which equals M squared, which is momentum. See, in network marketing, we always talk about, oh, you're going to momentum, our team's going into momentum, our business is going to momentum, but they never tell you how to get to momentum. Well, here's how you do it. You first have to become competent, confident, and consistent. And then you got to bring an army, like Eric's doing right now. And you got to plug them into a system so that they can become competent, confident, and consistent. And that's what creates momentum in your business. So I believe because of what Eric's doing today, his team is going to explode. Because of all of you that join this academy and you start bringing your teams, you're going to have an entire army of trained six-figure income earners by their skill level. But then it's just a matter of time for them to get there. And that's what this training is about. So the coolest part about this is that your success literally is a decision away, because this information is here for you. So I'm going to teach you how to grow your business fast. This is what you need to know. Number one is you got to improve your brand identity. I know Eric and I were talking about some brand stuff right now for him, because branding, once you start to become a leader, you need to brand yourself as an expert. Now, that's not for everyone, but at his point and some people's point, brand yourself as an expert and your brand identity is so important. The next thing is you got to have an email system in place. Inside the academy, we talk about what the importance of having an email system that can help you grow your business. It's so important for you to have one, not just the company to have one. Three, you got to have online and offline lead funnels. Now, you don't have to have a big old funnel system right now online, but you want to have at least an offline lead funnel. And I teach you how to create an offline lead funnel so you can have a process to be able to enroll people. By the way, just so you know, the word is just a kind of fancy word to say a sales process. That's really all it is. And then number four, you got to improve your appointment making skills. You have to improve your presentation making skills, and you have to improve your closing skills. This is how you get your business growing fast. When you have that system in place, which is exactly what we're putting together with Eric, his business is going to explode and so will yours. And that's the system that you have. So how do you use the duplicatable system to grow your business? How do you do it? Number one, you got to learn what to do. You got to learn what to do and how to do it. And that's where the academy comes in. We teach you exactly what to do and how to do it. The second thing after that, you got to start mimicking it. That's why I tell you to write things down word for word. Because in the academy, you get to go through it over and over and over. You get spaced repetition. It's recorded. So you get to go through it over and over as many times as you need to so you can learn it. Just like when Kevin used to send me those tapes. We used to get them sent to our home. They were cassette tapes. And I'd have them in my car everywhere I went. When I went to the gym, they were in my Walkman. When I had them in my car, I used to eat tapes day and night. And I learned that information because it got into the fourth level of learning, which is a whole other thing we teach in the training. So then you can start mimicking what you learn. And then after that, you model it. You model it so that it becomes a part of your system. And then from there, you make it your own. And that's what I want you to understand, that this training system is not my training system. It's your training system. And that's one of the things I tell Eric and I tell everyone is that when you get involved in the system, it's not Steve for you. So this is your training system. And my job is to help you grow your business as big as you want. I just happen to be the trainer for you, but it's your training system. So here's how it works. This is the Business Sales Accelerator Academy. And the website is businesssalesaccelerator.com. It's free mentoring for the masses. Here's why. Because this is my model. If you build the people will build the business, the nation, and the world. That's what I believe. And that's my conviction to help people around the world do. And so this is one of the things you got to understand about how to grow a duplicatable team. This is something I want you to really write down and really get. If you don't get anything else out of this training, get this part. This is why this academy is so important for you. Because the way you bring a person into the business is the way they perceive they have to build the business. Let me explain. If you bring people into your business in an unduplicatable fashion, then whatever you brought them in and did, they're going to duplicate. And that's why I always teach people to build the business first and sell product by accident. Because if you do that, then you're going to bring a bunch of business builders into the business. And then the people that don't join the business will join and buy your product. especially when you have a product as good as yours is, with as much medical proof that you guys have in this company. You build a business first, go find business professionals, and then the product will sell itself. See, this is why you have to have a duplicatable training system in place. This is so important. And so the Business Sales Accelerator Academy is the foundation of your business. When you really think about it, if you open up any franchise in the world, $50,000 on a Subway sandwich, guess what you're getting? You're getting a sign, you're getting a logo, you're getting an opportunity to go sell sandwiches, and you get a training system. Because the foundation of your business is the training system. And now the Business Sales Accelerator Academy can be the foundation of your business. So here's what you get in the Academy. You get training on the 6 to 7 figure mindset. You get how to build a business foundation. We're going to teach you that. We're going to teach you on all the correct money-making activities, how to overcome fear. We do class participation in it, even though it's recorded, because you stop the recording and I tell you exactly what to do. And you do it right there with the people in the training. You also get lead generation strategies and networking skills and advanced networking skills. We teach you how to contact and invite your prospects. We teach you how to promote to events and how to build to your major events. We teach you the closing skills of exactly the same technique I use to close a $20,000 sale. We teach you how to a $500 sale or not so same. We teach you how to get your new distributor started right, how to effectively get your prospects to take action now. We teach you how to get referrals from your clients, and we teach you how to hold yourself accountable to grow your business. That's all inside the Academy. In addition to that, I also have 2 weekly webinars, one on Tuesday and one on Thursday. Once you join the Academy, you get access to that too. And then we have a daily accountability team I'm creating starting next Monday. I put myself on the line for you guys. You guys don't understand. I don't have to do this. I chose to. Every Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8:15 for 15 minutes, I'm going to do an accountability call for anyone who wants to join. And what I'm going to do is hold the people accountable. I'm going to teach them some techniques on how to be accountable on a daily basis so you can start hitting the ground running. So you can Zoom in, you can call in, you can be on that call every single week, Monday through Friday for 15 minutes. I'm going to be teaching that accountability call. And it's free, no cost. In addition to that, you have personal assistance with me. So we'll have my phone number, you'll have my email. If you want to do an accountability call, if you have questions, if you want to grow your team, you want to do a launch call like we're doing right now for Eric, I will do one for you. Excuse me. I'll do a launch call for you. If you have a team over 5 people, I'll do one of these for you. It doesn't matter. I'm helping you grow your business. I am like your surrogate upline leader. So I will help you and your team grow and become the next success story in your company. So really quick, I want to show you what the Academy looks like so you can see what it looks like inside. This is the actual Academy. You're welcome to go there. And what I recommend you to do before this call's over or right as the call's over, sign up, get signed up for the Academy. Like I said, there's no cost for the training. All join the Academy. Inside the Academy, what we want is the workbook. We have a workbook that goes along with the videos. Workbook's $20 one time. There's no monthly or anything like that. And the reason why you want the workbook, because there's 2 sections. There's the gold section and there's the audio section. The audio section is free. We recommend you to get the gold section because the gold section, you go along with the workbook. That's why you need the workbook. So let me show you what this looks like. First of all, when you join the Academy, what I recommend you to do, Eric, is make sure everyone goes what's called the fast track training. Oops. Oops. I don't know how I did that. They go through what's called the fast track training. The fast track training is right here. Oh, I know why. Because I need to cover the live site. Let me show the live site real quick. I apologize. I'm going to show you the actual live website. Okay, so here's the actual live website. Once you're in there, this is actually the fast track training. So this fast track is where I teach you step-by-step some systems in the business. So it's a 2-hour training. What I recommend, Eric, is you take the whole team and go through that together. So everyone is on the same page. It's kind of like a recap of the entire Academy, but it doesn't go through everything, of course. But it does give you some skills and techniques so you guys can all be on the same page. Then what you do is you start going through each section with the book. So this is section 1, page 1 through 7. And it goes through the, so when you're watching the video, I'm going through the workbook along with you. So these people, let me just tell you how this academy came about so you can understand. This is not a free training. What ended up happening is the lady on the front of our website, she came to me one day and she said, Stephen, this was about a year ago, I want you to train my leaders and my team. I said, okay, so I put together a program where each of them paid over $1,000 to join the academy. So each person here paid over $1,000 to be there. So that's why I wrote a 92-page workbook. This was not a free training. It was a paid training. So this is a very advanced training, and these weren't brand new people. So I taught at a very high level. I didn't teach at a basic one-on-one level because these were advanced people. So I taught them at a high level. And so I trained them for 4 days, 6 hours each day on Zoom. And each day we went through this training workbook. You can see there's pro right there. I go through the details of it, and I go through all different sections. And there's times where you have to stop and take notes, and all this stuff is in there. There's sections. So you're going through the training is exactly the same way they did when they paid $1,000, except for you just paid $20 for the workbook. That's it. And there's no additional cost for anything. So you're going through the training as a team, but you're going through it is exactly the same way they did. I didn't edit 1 minute out of the training. I wanted you to get it raw and real, just like I did it the first time. So you have all of this training in this academy, and this training will teach you everything you need to know. See, look at there's the scripts. The inviting script is in there. All the different scripts or everything you need to build your business is in this book, this workbook. Just the workbook alone is $100. It's worth $100. But I just want to make sure that it was affordable for everybody. And here's why. I wanted everyone to be without excuse. There's not a single person on your team from this point on, Eric, can ever say, oh, I don't know what to do to build a business. Join the academy. I will help you build the business. You have access to it, and you have access to me. So I will help you no matter who you are, no matter how far down you are in your organization. Because the only way I generate income is by helping you succeed, just like in any other network marketing business. There's no other trainer in the world that's done this. See, I'm willing to do it because I'm willing to help you no matter what level you're at. It doesn't matter. And at $20, there's no additional fee. I'm not going to try to upsell you anything, none of that. I'm here to help you grow your team. So the first thing you do, I recommend is go through fast track training and then scroll down. This is the goal setting training. This is a whole another hour and 25 minutes of just goal setting. So you may want to do a whole session with your team just on setting goals. That may be another thing to do. Then down here is your email list. You can get your email. There's some email training in there too. That's optional, of course. And then let me tell you, here's the thing I love. This is where you put testimonials. So you can go over here and put a testimonial, upload a picture or whatever you want into the academy. So I wanted to show you inside the academy just so you can understand what you have in your hands. So this is so important, you guys. And so that's how it works. It's really simple. And so this is the last thing I want to share with you. This is the workbook. So what you do is go to the academy, businesssalesaccelerator.com, order the workbook. Eric will make sure that, and let me tell you how you build a business. Let me tell you what I would do for you. They're not willing to order the $20 workbook. I wouldn't even bring them into my team. I personally wouldn't. Here's why. Because with a system that's duplicatable, if they're not willing to learn the basics of the business, then why would you bring them into the business? Especially if they have no skill or no knowledge. Now, there's going to be those leaders that know everything, that think they got it all together and they don't want to learn from the system. That's okay, because they'll come in and they'll build it on the way they will. But what will happen is over time, people are going to gravitate to this because you're going to see the power that's in this training does not exist anywhere in the industry of network marketing. And my intent is to help the masses, help the world, help you individually grow your team. So within the academy, you get access to the library. There's over 50 hours of video there. There's over 30 hours of video and audio library. There's also a mobile app. Just so you know, there's a mobile app that you get to download into your phone. I'll show you how to do that in a second. And that's free too. The mobile app, so now you can have the app where you can have the training right on your cell phone. I have building videos to teach you how to build your email list. And there's a lead magnet list and a headline template list that's inside the academy also. Plus there's other stuff that's being added. So here's step one. Step one, watch the fast track training as a group. Eric, I recommend that you get your team together, set a date and time, maybe starting next training, whatever you guys do your next training, and start going through it. And here's how you do the training. You push the play button, let me teach it, and then you stop and you guys talk about what you learned. See, now you have a duplicatable system. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to rewrite the training. All you do is push the play button. And if anybody on your team ever comes to you and say, hey, Steve, hey, Eric, I don't know how to make appointments. You say, great. Have you watched video number 7? No, video number 7. You haven't watched that yet? Well, go watch video number 7, because video 7 teaches you how to make appointments. And then we'll talk after you're done watching. Training's over. Watch the back, because they now don't do it. Or they come, hey, I don't know how to make presentations. How do you make presentations? I don't know how to do that. Well, that's a great question. Have you watched video 24 yet? And look at page 67. Look at page 67 in the workbook in the training. Oh, I haven't joined the training. Oh, you haven't. Okay, well, I got the solution problem. Join the Academy. Go to page 67 and go to work. And you'll learn how to, do presentations. Training's over. This is how I grew a team with a $20,000 product. This is how McDonald's runs a multi-billion-dollar business around the world with high school students. Half of them don't even speak the language. It's because they have the best training system in place. And now you guys have the best training system for the network marketing industry in place, that you can do the exact same thing. So what you want to do is, whenever you bring a new person in, you get your new person into the training, and you go through this fast track training. That's how you get a new person started right. You don't train them. And then you want to research your business every month or every quarter for yourself. You can go back through it over and over and over, so you can master the basics. And then the last part is, you want to go through the goal setting training and use that for your team. So here's the next step. Number 1, set up your academy. Do that tonight. Let me tell you why I recommend you to do it tonight, because if you don't, life will take over, you'll forget, you'll get busy, and things will happen, and you'll say, oh, I forgot. A week later, you're in the same spot. Do it now. The reason why is because me and Eric have made a decision that we're going to build this in a big, big way. And I'm committing my life behind this to help build this business. And then download the workbook, get the 92 book, put it into a nice binder, a nice framing binder, and then put those separators in there, because when I do my weekly trainings, you're going to want to be on those and focus on those weekly trainings too, and keep them all into one binder. And then start referring your team to the academy. And the way you refer your team, you don't just say, hey, go join this academy. You can either do a launch call like I'm doing with you right now. You can show this video to them, which is what you're going to have recorded, and you have this that you can show to them, or you can actually invite them to talk to it and walk them through it yourself. Show it to them and help them sign up. And then the last thing, you can download the mobile app. So if you go to your phone right now, you can get out your cell phone and you can text the number as if you're texting me or texting a friend to the phone number 64600. That's my mobile number. And then you type the message in the message section called mentor. And then what will happen is you press send, and what will happen is it'll pop up on your phone. You press it, and then what will happen is you want to save it to your home screen, and you'll have a little A icon that'll pop up on your home screen. And now you have the mobile app on your phone. You'll have the digital app that actually now you can have the training everywhere you go, and it looks like that. You'll have an app on your phone that teaches you everything it takes to build this business. So no matter where you go, anywhere, ever you need it, right at your fingertips, no matter where they are in the world. So I just basically eliminated the excuse for anyone in network marketing. If you want to be successful, you have the system to do it. And I'm here for you.